The logo is a little different, but it's an Adventure Time project. Do you guys notice every season Finn usually gets a new sword? This was from last season. Adventure Time Grass Blade. Hey guys, Ray Pahar from Get Crafty Crafty, and today we're doing our first Adventure Time themed project. A few of you guys requested an Adventure Time project, and I kind of thought we already did one, but apparently I didn't do the Marshall Lee Guitar Axe tutorial with you guys. I only showed you pictures of it on my Instagram and on our Comic-Con recap video. So today we're going to do our first Adventure Time themed project. We're going to make last season's sword, the leaf sword that turns into a cuff. Let's go ahead and get started with today's project. The items that you'll need for today's project include masking tape, light green masking tape, dark green masking tape, cardstock, the metal coil from an old measuring tape, Velcro, black Sharpie markers, and some scissors. First, carefully remove the metal coil from the inside of your tape measure. I got this for about $5 at the Home Depot. This is going to be the main component that we're going to use to create the bendable parts of our grass sword. Depending on the desired length of your sword, cut about 2.5 to 3 feet worth of tape from your metal coil. Cut a second piece that's about 4 inches shorter. When you're cutting your measuring tape, be very careful of the sharp edges. If you need the help of an adult, make sure to get it. On your longer piece of measuring tape, carefully cut the tip to create the edge of your sword. Take your shorter piece of measuring tape and tape it to the back of your longer piece of measuring tape, about 1 inch away from the bottom of the longer piece. Tape it all along the side. This will create a stronger support for our sword. After you've taped your 2 metal pieces of measuring tape together, cut a bunch of 2-inch strips of cardstock, and you're going to tape this right onto your sword. When you're taping your cardstock onto the metal frame, you want to make sure that it is bending with the metal frame. This will allow your sword to transform into a metal cuff and return back to a sword later on. After you've taped together your measuring tape and your cardstock, you're going to trim the edge of your sword. You want to have about a 1/2 inch buffer between the metal piece and the end of your cardstock. Go ahead and cut that piece off. To create the handle of the sword, tape together 2 pieces of cardstock and then tape that onto the sword. After you've taped your handle onto your sword, it's time to use your light green tape to cover up the blade of your sword. You can either use long strokes or you can just wrap it around starting from the top to cover up your sword and give it that green color. Go ahead and just start taping your sword. You want to take your time when you're applying your tape onto your sword and avoid any air pockets from forming when you're applying your tape. Make sure your tape also goes along with the bend of your sword, so when you create your cuff, it'll be able to snap back into place. After you've applied your light green tape onto the blade of your sword, you can use this time to create a small little piece of cardboard for your handle, or you can skip that step and just start adding your dark green tape onto the handle of your sword. After you finish putting the tape onto the handle of your sword, you could either leave it as is, just because the tape in itself already makes it look like it's made out of leaves, or you can use some Sharpie markers to create some small details to make it look a little bit more leaf-like. As an optional step, you can take your sword and you could roll it around your wrist to create a cuff, and then apply Velcro to the end so that it can stick to become a cuff. The cool thing about this project is, just like Finn's grass sword from Adventure Time, it unrolls and becomes a leaf sword. The only thing is, depending on the amount of tape that you put on this project and the strength of your metal core, your sword might need some help to unroll itself, or it could actually just unroll by itself if it's strong enough. But just like Finn from Adventure Time, be very careful when you're playing around with this sword because you could lose an arm. Comment in the section below if you guys recognize that reference. If you guys make this project, make sure you share it with me either on my Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter using the Get Crafty Crafty hashtag, and make sure to check out our last 2 videos, our lemon bar video and our Super Mario mushroom container video. I'm also going to be giving away this sword to someone super cool that loves Adventure Time. All you guys have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and in the comment section below, let me know what is a hero to you. I'm gonna randomly choose a winner, and in about a week or so, I'm gonna announce who that winner is, and they will have this really cool Adventure Time leaf sword. Hopefully you guys had fun making this project. Come back next time, and yeah, good luck. Take care.